I'm crossing the Atlantic on the Norwegian Aqua on its maiden voyage to New York City. If you've been following this journey from the beginning, you already know it's been a descent into chaos, stateroom disasters, sleep deprivation, and a ship that wasn't quite ready for prime time. So today we're hitting pause on all of that for a brief palate cleanser, stepping away from the madness just for a moment to sit down at the dinner table. In this episode, I'm reviewing two of Norwegian Aqua's specialty restaurants. First, Le Bistro, their signature French restaurant. And second, Sukhothai, a Thai concept exclusive to the Norwegian Aqua. Join me as we trade chaos for cuisine, even if only for the day. Welcome to CruiseTheBlue. Today, we're eating Norwegian Aqua. Welcome to Le Bistro. It's been a staple with NCL for quite a few years, and we're checking in today to see if the menu still holds up. I'd like to do the Tartare and the Croquettes, please.
You want the steak tartare?
Yeah, as well as the Chèvre cheese croquettes as well, please.
Yeah, and the croquette as well.
Yeah, we're going to try both of those. And then I'm going to do the filet, medium rare, please, as an entree.
Filet medium rare.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
And then how do you do dessert? We do that later?
I'm going to show you the best part.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.
For you tonight?
No, thank you.
I don't have to make more space, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I see they had escargot on there. I know it's a cruise staple. Even Carnival still does the escargot a few nights, but man, I don't really need to be eating snails. You know, I just don't think they taste that good. They taste like whatever you season them with, honestly, you know? It's kind of like tofu. Never my thing. Now, let's see how the bread is, because I have to say, this has been a weak spot of NCL's in the main dining room so far. The bread just hasn't been up to snuff. So we'll see if they have upped their game in Le Bistro. It's okay. It's surprising to me. On the whole, NCL's bread game has just been lacking severely, in my opinion. If you have a French restaurant, I'd like some killer French bread. Now, fortunately for NCL, I'm starving like a hostage, so that can only help the review. All right, we went with the tartare with the French bread. So we'll see how they do here. Looks promising, though. I mean, it smells fantastic, but again, I'm skeptical of the bread, which, you know, kind of a key component here. But let's give it a try. Bon appetit. It's so strange because the tartare is just delicious, but the bread hasn't been prepared correctly. It's clearly been marked, you know, it's been marked, but it's sat. It's been sitting. I can tell. What happens when you mark bread and it sits? It's no longer warm. So the tartare is delicious, but I'm eating it on what feels like a stale bread. They've nailed the execution on the difficult part here. The tartare is delicious. Just broil some bread. Like, I don't understand. It's just beyond comprehension. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's like acing a physics test, but you fail because you forgot to write your name on it. I mean, that's the kind of lack of detail you won't find in an authentic French restaurant. They are not going to screw up the bread. The quality of the beef tartare carries this, like, even despite eating it's like one of those dehydrated sponges you buy and you add water and then you use it in your dish sink. Despite that, the tartare is so good, it just elevates the dish. It's still like a 7, unbelievably, despite the misstep. But it makes me more sad than anything. Maybe they're having an off night. I don't know. But that's rough. Yes, thank you so much.
Welcome, sir, my pleasure.
Thank you. All right. Got some Chèvre cheese croquettes with a bed of arugula, some stewed tomatoes, and then some beet salad underneath, drizzled in a balsamic reduction. It looks delicious. Let's see. Presentation's really nice. Very French. We've got some julienne green apples. Should provide a nice balance to the spice of the baby arugula. And then we'll see how they treated these beets. Could be pickled. Yeah. I mean, so the theory behind this dish is going to be you've got your tart and you're balancing that with the salt and the fat of the Chèvre cheese croquette. The balsamics, yeah, it's applied in measure. And then you have the acid from just the few tomatoes. That's going to balance things out. Now, let's try our croquette. That's what's going to really make this or break this. Give the chef his proper construction on my fork here, as he intended, or she. Yeah. That's a pretty special dish. That's an 8 or a 9. It's really well done. I was getting worried with that bread, but they've redeemed themselves here. So we're back on track. Now, if you're not used to like this kind of cooking, you might be shocked by the portion size. You know, you're getting, 2 of these size croquettes, right? Especially for an artistic dish like this. You're not going to a restaurant like this to gorge yourself. These are going to be smaller plates, more artistic designed, meant to be an adventure for your mouth more than, strapping on the feed bag kind of experience, right? Very satisfying starter, for sure. For sure. That was very good. Like I said, I was a little worried. We got off to a rough start. But that was... I'm kind of over in a corner on purpose so that I can talk to you. I asked for that, but it's a beautiful space. Actually, all of the different ships that have Le Bistro, I think they do a really nice job. Almost all of them have that centerpiece chandelier. Really classic looks. Nice space. They've done a really nice job. That looks delicious.
For you.
Oh, yeah. Looks great.
Have a wonderful dinner.
This looks really nice. Really nice presentation. Look at that. It's really well done. If it tastes as good as it looks, we're in business. Looks delicious, doesn't it? Look at that. Now, the only trouble is I don't have a fork. So I can't really start eating because I've been. Oh, they don't trust me. I only get a knife. It's like that scene from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels where they give them the forks with the corks on the ends. It's such an underrated movie. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Steve Martin. It's a great movie. Could I get a fork? Thank you. I promise I'll behave with it. I mean, they gave me the most dangerous utensil. They gave me the... Look at that thing. It looks like a cutlass. Look at that. All right. Now I'm fully unleashed with my armament. Ah, yes. The parsley. We're going to skip that. Sorry. Perfect medium rare. Oh, yeah. This is looking mighty promising. Oh, yeah. Wow. I'll tell you what. You know, it's true what they say about first impressions, and it's certainly true in the restaurant world. They had a rough start with me. To rebound like this is phenomenal. I'm more than willing to give accident forgiveness on the bread of all things. If this is what we're doing here. Because this meal, or at least this entree is elite. No doubt. I mean, no doubt. And even if you didn't have a specialty dining pass, I believe this would be $60. Yeah, no, that unquestionably that would be a deal. No, for this kind of cuisine. Easily over $100 dinner outside of this.
No wine for you.
Yeah. And unlike the appetizer, this isn't a miniature portion. You're getting a nice 5 to 6 ounce steak with plenty of fixings here to work on. So, yeah, this is awesome. Running out of words. Rare steak bliss. That's how I would describe this in just a few words. And I don't mean temperature rare. I mean rare to get this kind of euphoria over a steak. Even the good ones don't necessarily rise to these heights. So, big win. Big win for Late Bistro on this one. We're going to start with the strawberry cream. Look at that thing. All right, let's take this on here. You gotta watch out for this. You gotta watch out for these chocolate shards, man. You lose an eye. Be delicious, though. A delicious way to be blinded. Here we go. Wow. That's not what I expected. Kind of like a bruleed Midori, like a melon sugar brulee on top a little bit. Like, it's hard to explain. There's a little bit of a crunch to it, and then there's also a dark chocolate. Wow, I completely, yeah, I mean, it's completely subverted my expectations. Like, not at all what I thought it would be. And I don't know what's happening, and I don't know the ingredients. It's quite fun. Wow. That was really well executed. Holy crap. All right. Look at that. Really nice. I love that. Understated, but still, you got your strawberry crisp here. Ooh, it looks like it's been dipped. That's pretty, I mean, because the chocolate is very, there's no marks in it or anything. Great care has been taken with this. Ooh. Ooh. So we've got a few different layers of mousse here. White, chocolate. There's a little bit of this strawberry swirl on here, a raspberry swirl. Oh, come on. Oh my God. Oh my good Lord. The log of destiny, I'm calling this. My God. Holy goodness. Wow. Oh, sweet Lord. Okay. Le Bistro. How would I describe it? Look, I'm going to apologize in advance for the sports metaphor, but this just seems very apt. They missed a layup. Were 2 for 2 from 3-point and made a half-court shot. So, you know, I don't know how else to say it. I would say Le Bistro should very much be one of your specialty restaurants on NCL. No doubt about it. The steak is killer. The desserts are bordering on a religious experience. The atmosphere is wonderful, and the service is great. The bread's terrible. It's so silly, but it is true. But honestly, everything else is fantastic. Wonderful wine selection, ambiance, service. There is no reason this shouldn't be one of your selections. It's quite impressive, so big thumbs up for Le Bistro. All right, gang. We have a reservation for Sukhothai. I think I'm saying that right. It is the new Thai restaurant for NCL, and it's only on the Aqua so far. So I'm excited to see how this is. I don't necessarily think Thai food immediately when I think of NCL. But, you know, I didn't immediately think Indian food either, and some cruise ships have the best Indian food in the whole freaking world, basically. They have some of the greatest Indian chefs I've ever experienced, so we shall see. How are you tonight? Great. Beautiful, clean aesthetic. Very nice. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you? Good, good. Hello, gentlemen. How are you? Yeah, looks great. All right, folks. So, as I was saying, This is the first Thai restaurant by Norwegian Cruise Line. And this is the first ship it's on. I believe the plan is to roll it out into the next 3 ships and retrofit another 2. But this is the first place it appears. So, probably going to have to get the pad Thai. That seems like a pretty good measuring stick for a Thai restaurant. If you can't pull off a pad Thai, it's usually bad news. So I guess I'll be doing the pad Thai because that's going to be a good barometer to their success, I think. I just placed my order, and we're going to try a few appetizers, some salt and pepper prawns. Say that 3 times fast. Salt, pepper, blah, 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 blah. We'll do the spring rolls. We'll just see where we're at. Something simple. And then I'm going to do the pad Thai. Like I said, I like pad Thai, but it just seems like a good indicator of quality.
Sir, good evening.
Yeah, how are you? Thanks so much. Appreciate it. No problem. Yeah. All right. They are spring rolls. So we've got our little Thai condiments here. I'll give you a little shot of that. All right. A little bit of sweet, your standard red pepper. And I didn't quite catch what that was. We'll be trying that too. Interestingly enough, they give you the sugar on here too. So. Mm. Well, I tell you what, when I first looked at these, but they sure just look like every spring roll you've ever had. And they're certainly constructed the same, but the execution is really good. Super crispy. Again, the fryer oil is as it should be in a new ship, but totally clean. Super crispy, light golden brown. Nice flavor in there. I was a little surprised actually that it's so well done. I was just kind of expecting your normal spring roll that you get everywhere. No, it's a step up. Mm-hmm. Those are good. Those are sneaky good. The cellophane noodles are so weird, aren't they? Definitely looks like something you shouldn't eat, but they're kind of cool. All right. Here's our salt and pepper prawns. Really nice. Yeah, those look really nice. Well, I mean, might come as a shock to you that the salt and pepper prawns contain salt and pepper. Folks, you're gonna want to get these if you eat here. If you can eat shrimp and you eat here, you're gonna want to get these salt and pepper prawns. They're done perfectly. They're big, got a nice butterfly to them. They've been deveined perfectly. The tempura is light. It's crispy. Wow. These are really good. And I mean, like I was saying, if you've watched me at all, fried foods, French fries, anything fried, it's so comes down to how quickly this stuff gets to you. It really does. These came right out of the fryer to my table. They are delicious. Oh, man. All right, gang. We've got our chicken pad Thai. Looks like chicken pad Thai, yeah. See how it tastes. I had them kick it up a little bit. I'm just guessing that, well, if they're smart, they're not making their Thai food nuclear, you know. I think it's better to appeal to the masses to start out, and then you give people hot stuff at the table. So I just went ahead and asked them to go ahead and turn up the heat straight away. But it's truly excellent pad Thai. It really is. The shrimp are great. Spring roll's wonderful. This is like a solid 8.5 out of 10, and I haven't even hit the dessert yet, so. Okay, well. How about the mango and the coconut? How about the mango and the fried bananas, you say, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Then I can show people a couple things. All right, so we've got our fried bananas with the coconut ice cream here. Smell great. Ooh. Really nice though. Mm. Mm. Wow. Somehow the deep fried bananas feel a little bit light, but they're obviously not. They got a nice, rich, thick batter on them. They're super hot inside, crispy. Ice cream's delicious with it. Well, honestly, that one surprises me a little bit too. I wasn't quite expecting that much flavor. It's really well done. Guess I'll have to tell my wife I'm going to start deep frying bananas at home. I didn't realize they were this good. On the other hand, if the last hole on your belt is barely just hanging on, maybe get something a little lighter. You are eating deep fried bananas with ice cream, so. All right, let's try the sticky rice with the mango and coconut cream on the bottom. So, here's the problem with this dish. The mango's so sweet that you don't get to taste anything else. The texture's nice, but I can't taste the coconut cream, and I can't taste the rice at all because the mango, already such a sweet fruit, has been cooked, so there's a reduction, so it's more potent than usual even. And it all has really nice mouthfeel, but you only taste the mango. So, in my opinion, there's a bit of a flaw in the culinary theory with this one. It's very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. And I just ate fried bananas with coconut ice cream, okay? So, if you're coming in cold, I mean, this thing gonna get you in a diabetic coma in like 10 minutes. Wow. That's gonna be too sweet for the vast majority of humans on Earth. I suppose there'll be a few of us Americans that will like it that sweet because we're just ridiculous monsters like that. And they put so much sugar in our food, but that is incredibly sweet, you guys. Wow. Look, I don't think I can finish it. Whoa. Well, they were doing great. They knocked, spring rolls were like a 7. The shrimp were like a 9.5. Pad Thai was like 8.5. The bananas were like an 8.5. The mango is like 3.5. It's just too damn sweet. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I can't finish it, gang. I tried. The food's great here, one dessert notwithstanding. It's $50 plus a $10 service charge, so like I said, if you have quite a few credits or you're a Latitudes member where you get a few extra, and you're looking for something new because you've cruised quite a bit, I think it'd be a great place, great choice for you. The food is excellent. The execution's really good. I mean, if, however, you have maybe 1 or 2 credits, or you've only got one included, and maybe you're, like me, paying a cover for some additional meals, it's not really a matter of whether or not the food is good. The food is good. The question is just, in addition to what you pay per day on a cruise, is this the best value proposition for you when, for $10 more, you could eat at a objectively better French restaurant or a steakhouse, something that would cost you quite a bit more to find an analog to on land. Your mileage may vary. As with everything, this is subjective, just my experience, but overall, excellent food, good service, decent ambiance, great execution. I recommend the food and the restaurant. It just depends on your circumstance. Enjoy.